Welcome to What a Week, where we bring you highlights of happenings in the previous week. Drugs defaulters from China in circulation. 2,751 Chinese drugs and capsules have been seized by the South Korea Ministry of Food and Drug Safety in September 30, 2018. This is as a result of discovery that the drugs contain remains from fetus, infants, and human flesh. According to a Nigeria, China, South Korea multilateral social document prepared by the National Intelligence Agency, headquarters in Abuja, they noted that the manufacturers claimed that the drugs and capsules could boost stamina, cure cancer, diabetes, and some other diseases. It was discovered that the drugs and capsules were being smuggled in suitcases and through international mails. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the drug and capsules contain 18.7 billion viruses, including hepatitis B. Meanwhile, related bodies such as NAFDAC, NDLEA, SON, NIPOST, and Customs have been notified to keep watch on drugs being imported into Nigeria from China. Nicki Minaj ex Safari comes out as gay. American rapper Safari Samuels was in a steady relationship with co-rapper Nicki Minaj for 12 years before hitting the rock in 2014. Safari, though a rapper, but was seen as the biggest joke in hip-hop, as he was fondly called Mr. Nicki Minaj, following his undying loyalty to Nicki, whom he worked with as her hype man, songwriter, and more. While the relationship hit the rock, Safari was said to have taken it hard and started having suicidal thoughts as he spent days and nights smoking weed and openly talked about suicide. However, Safari soon found his own fame when his enormous eggplant broke the internet and traded for weeks on social media a few months ago. Meanwhile, the rapper has recently shocked many again after he stylishly comes out as gay, when he disclosed that sometimes the man hurts all the women that comes into his life because his soulmate is a male. He said, "Sometimes a man hurts all the women in his life because his true soulmate is a man." This has got many wondering if this was a new self-discovery for the rapper or he has always known but chose to ignore it. Add to Ike Ogbona's marriage in troubled waters. Ike Ogbona's marriage to Colombia wife Sona Morales, who is a life coach and blogger, is said to be in trouble. These speculations surfaced when Sonia yanked off her husband's name from her social media platforms. The duo was one of the most loved and envied couple who never ceased in giving us couple goals despite cultural differences. Sonia first hinted months ago that the marriage has been having issues, but they worked things out rather than opting for divorce. Although the couple hasn't voiced out any form of separation, but the union, which is blessed with a son, Ace, doesn't seem to be doing well. What Buhari told murdered Hawa Liman's family. President Muhammadu Buhari Tuesday spoke with Mohammed Liman, father of Hawa Liman, the International Committee of the Red Cross midwife who was slain by Boko Haram terrorists. In a telephone call, President Buhari commiserated with the family and assured Ms. Liman's father that the Nigerian government did everything possible to save his daughter's life, expressing sadness that all the efforts turned out unsuccessful. He regretted that her commitment to helping victims of the Boko Haram insurgency ended in such a brutal way. President Buhari also spoke with the president of ICRC, extending condolences on the loss of the midwife. The president commended the ICRC for the great work they had been doing in Nigeria by providing healthcare service to victims of insurgency in some of the most affected areas. President Buhari appealed to the ICRC to continue their services in Nigeria and not give up, despite the unfortunate and painful loss of the staff. According to the president, Nigeria needs the ICRC and the government will continue to do all it can to protect staff of the organization and other aid workers that are providing much needed humanitarian services in the northeast region, which has been affected by almost a decade-long conflict. Ayodele Fayose charged with 1.3 billion naira fraud and moved to Lagos. Ayodele Fayose is allegedly going to be moved from Lagos to Abuja ahead of his trial, which was set on Monday, 22nd of October 2018. According to the Nations, EFCC filed corruption charges against the ex-governor of Ekiti State and his hotel Spotless Investment Limited. It is alleged that the ex-governor received a sum of 1.3 billion naira, a fund that formed part of the proceeds of an unlawful activity of Sabo Dasuki, the then National Security Advisor. The sum was said to have been received on behalf of Ayodele Fayose by his aide, Abiodun Agbele, who collected the money from Musiliu Obanikoro, who is the former Minister of State for Defense, in June 2004.